Hey, yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and to more WWE 2K20. Today we're gonna be talking about something that's been bugging me as of late. And no, it's not even about the current state of the game because unfortunately we know how that is. Instead, it's in regards to the disappointing DLC that we have gotten. We're gonna be talking about what went wrong with WWE 2K20 Originals, which had a lot of potential. It was a great initial concept, but as we now learned, it turned out to be poorly delivered by WWE Games. So we're gonna talk all about that, the positive, the negatives, and of course, suggest a solution on how WWE Games could turn all of this around and give us better DLC content for WWE 2K21 and any other future WWE 2K game that we get. Before we get into all of this, you guys know the drill. Make sure to elbow drop the like on this video and keep a lookout on those notifications. Make sure that you have the bell turned on to not miss any of the pro wrestling content. As I just mentioned, and going back to the beginning when the actual concept of the Originals Pack DLC was introduced to us, everything sounded great, at least for the most part, right? Because we were going to be getting extra content that we haven't gotten before. The model for all of the other DLC prior to WWE 2K20 were very simple, very repetitive, and just continued to make the yearly game more of the same. The game came out with a default roster, and then every other DLC were just simply added superstar into the roster, ranging from 15 to 20 superstar being added throughout the whole DLC cycle, plus a DLC move pack. These packs containing superstar were a variation of an NXT pack, of course including newer superstar that has been signed to NXT for a year or so, and then the other rest of superstars were legends / Hall of Famers of that year that were not in the game. So it was very predictable. They followed a formula that I guess worked, but realistically it wasn't enough content. Cause let's be honest, how many of us just ended up playing with that DLC superstar just once and never played with it again? So when the originals were announced, people were excited that we were gonna be getting brand new 2K original showcase. So that is a whole story that we get to experience. We're also getting story towers, brand new arenas, and even cosmetic for weapons, and of course the alternate of superstars, which some are cool, but let's be honest, it had caused a bit of a problem. Because at the end of the day, many of these we could just download from community creations. And that last part right there is just one of the small problems of what exactly went wrong. At this point, I think we could all agree that the first pack, the Bump in the Night DLC, was the best one. Everything after that basically went downhill. And I really don't know what happened, because when you look at the other packs, everything is just so different. I'm gonna keep referring to the Bump in the Night DLC when discussing everything else that I'm gonna be discussing, because instead of these packs getting better, they just got worse. One of the big highlights about the Bump in the Night was of course that it included the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This was a massive promotion for the game, and as far as we know, Bray Wyatt was added even extremely late into the development of the game, so he barely made the cut, but he made it. He is literally the quote-unquote only updated superstar that we got in this DLC, but Bump in the Night did some cool stuff when it comes to alternative superstars for guys like Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Finn Balor, all of which had crazy alternate versions of themselves that wasn't just an extra attire like we got in the other packs. These Bump in the Night Originals character made that DLC good because it was something that we were not able to recreate in creations. It wasn't just a simple attire with some colors added into it. These were really unique. Now instead we just get Charlotte Flair with the American flag all over her, which we could recreate. So we're paying for characters that we could just pay ourselves. Or we get Roman Reigns with a different color shield, and all of a sudden that's a DLC. It's a skin that if we go to community creation, we could find a similar one to it, or someone just made a cooler version of it. So that in itself is a big problem. I feel like the only real DLC that we are getting now is just new moves that we get. with some of these characters. I am literally waiting for an amazing, unique version of a superstar that isn't in the end an alternate attire. Give me a beast version of Brock Lesnar. How would that look? I don't know. It's a video game. Let's get creative. Literally just waiting for those originals to pop up, because that first pack was the only one that did it right. So the alternate of superstars as DLC hasn't really worked out, besides the new moves that we get with it. But let's talk about something else that went wrong. The thing that got me, and probably most in the community, most excited about was the fact that they hyped up the fact that we're gonna be getting a lot of brand new stories. Not just a main 2K showcase every time that we get a brand new DLC pack, but also 5 to 6 or even more story towers. When we didn't know about these, the excitement was there, because it means that we were gonna be able to play through a brand new different story, and we didn't have to wait till next year's game for them to give us a showcase of their picking. But with 2K Showcase, what ended up happening? We literally got text on the screen with maybe 1 or 2 cutscenes in between matches just at the end of it, so that we could go ahead and get the pinfall and continue to the next match. Multiple times, I simply felt like I was just playing Pokemon 20 years ago, reading the silly text on the screen. And trust me, some of these were silly. They were trying to tell us a story, but it didn't even sound genuine. If you're gonna use an alternate version of Seth Rollins, at least put a line or two in there that actually makes it feel like it's Seth Rollins talking, because it wasn't really an original. It was just a simply attire added to him. So unfortunately, that got boring extremely quick. Should we talk about the extra problems that these DLC been having, with frame rate to an all-time low, rewards not unlocking correctly, and so on, which fundamentally it is just a problem of the whole WWE 2K20. So we can't really blame that part to the DLC. Same with the story tower. I mean, I was really expecting at least one cutscene at the beginning to just give us a bit of a background why we're gonna have to be facing 8 different superstars just so that I'm able to unlock a brand new finisher to Roman Reigns, which by the way looks cool. Like I said, the moveset was actually the highlight of this whole DLC. Everything else has been disappointing. Onto a more recent pack, we got the Southpaw Regional Wrestling Originals pack, and this one was the one that left a worse taste in everybody's mouth, because it was the one we were looking forward to the most. We're talking about Southpaw Regional Wrestling, an amazing series on the WWE Network. Everybody loved it when it came out, and the reason for it is because of all the characters in it. We get the DLC pack and we literally get something completely different when it comes to these characters. I mean, Lana has her own version of Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Why in the world is she just somebody else? What is the point of that? I'm glad we got Tyler Breeze and that he was in commentary, and also Renee Young. Hell, we even got Rusev. Again, what happened to Lana? We got John Cena character Lance being mentioned, but we still don't get it. Where's the phenomenal one AJ Styles character from the series? Where's John Cena? Did I mention John Cena? Where's Chad Too Bad? How could you not put Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who were by far one of the best part of the whole thing? And I understand that a guy like Chris Jericho obviously is not gonna get his own DLC. He's not even in the game. He's part of a whole nother promotion. But again, did I mention John Cena? So it looks like they got the rights to use some of the characters, but some of the best ones were just left out, which makes no sense. If you're gonna do something so popular, then it's only right to deliver the best of it, not just some, and then even change stuff from it to make things worse. So all of that is what went wrong with WWE 2K20 Originals. How exactly can WWE games fix it for WWE 2K21 and any other WWE games that they're gonna be giving us? The first thing that comes to mind to me is that they're gonna have to just double down. Why not combine the previous DLC concept with this current one, with the Originals one? Give us these new NXT superstars, and trust me, there's a lot of new ones. Of course, also include NXT UK, and mix them up with these own unique 2K Showcase storylines that you're giving us. So then not only are we getting a brand new set of roster members, but we are also going through a story story to play with them or to play against them, and then unlock them if you really want to continue having that reward system. If you're really going to continue giving us these originals 2K showcase, the text in the screen needs to go. We need to get some cutscenes in here so we can get into it. It's insane to me how they already have so many cutscenes that we get to use in universe mode and when creating videos. So why not use many of those to create different scenes at the beginning of each match, from backstage, parking lot, locker room, authority office, and so on, just to give us a sense of what exactly is going on and to get us invested in what we are about to play. Or just do something like a Road to WrestleMania that is split up into 4 parts, and each of the DLC pack, the main story of it is this, and we get to play through it. Of course, I know that that's gonna take extra work to be done, but it's way better content than what we have gotten. So those are just some of the ideas that I thought while making this video, meaning that there's a lot better ones out there and a lot of better things that they could do with the whole DLC system that will improve the cycle of the yearly game, which right now, clearly that cycle is getting shorter and shorter every year. If you guys got any other ideas, let me know down in the comments below. Hoping WWE games get to see it and we get some changes that are actually for the better. If you guys enjoy or found it informative, don't forget to elbow drop it. And if there's anything else you guys want me to discuss, let me know down in the comments below and we will continue the discussion just like this. If you haven't yet, join up as we on the road to 200,000 subscribers. I'll see you on the next one. So you guys already know, stay savage.